Hi guys, I'm going to be playing Magic Monkey Maze today, which is a memory-based puzzle game. The game's quite challenging, so let's start playing now. It'll take a while to get through it. So the whole idea here is you start off where the monkey is, and you follow the path to the magic banana. So I'll show you that now. As you can see, the graphics are pretty good. So each time you complete a level, you increment the progress bar. That progress bar represents a grid size, so every time you complete an entire progress bar, you will open up a larger grid size. So I'm just going to keep playing this game. It's going to take a while to get through it. You can see here, down in the bottom right corner, is something called a golden monkey. Golden monkey essentially represents your lives in the game. So the first levels are pretty easy, so no one should get stuck on that. As you can see, this is pretty much the last level for the grid 4 sizes, so let's just complete that. There we go, 4x4 grid sizes are completed. So the next level will be more challenging, potentially more challenging. This is 5x5. You'll also notice there's a monkey here. So if you collect that monkey, you'll get an extra 3 lives, so you can, progress further in the game. So we'll just click on that guy. We'll notice down here, extra 3 lives. And we're done for that one. Okay, this one's pretty simple. I find personally, because I've been playing this game so long, that I don't really come unstuck until about 7x7, and that starts to get really hard. Though you can get lucky sometimes and have some pretty easy patterns. So all these patterns you're seeing are completely randomly generated. So it's not like there's just a set of patterns that are cycled through. So completely randomly generated. Another one over here. I will grab him. This one, wasn't it? Yep. And you're going to need all these extra lives too, because as you progress further and further along the game, it can get really hard. So I developed this application in Android Studio. It took about 6 weeks or so to do all the code, and about another 6 weeks or so to get all the images. So I didn't do the artwork myself, at least most of the artwork I didn't do. Okay, so we've unlocked the 6x6s. It's starting to get a little bit more challenging, so I have to start concentrating now. Here we go. And I've done that one. The application was written in Java in Android Studio as well. So the graphics I done were that memorize path from monkey to banana. I done that, what would you call it? Like a ribbon thing. Also these squares, these question mark squares I done, the green squares I done, and these other squares I also done, and I set the alpha values so it would be transparent. I did not do the background picture, I did not do the pictures of the monkey or the banana. I'm not too bad at this game, but I have played it a lot when I was developing it, so if you jump into this game for the first time, you might struggle on some of these patterns. This is an easy one though. Okay, these have been pretty easy so far. Nothing's too challenging. Of course, you can see down here your score incrementing. So this is your total score at the moment. just added this 980 onto the previous one, and you can sort of see, you know, if the whole idea is to avoid these bananas, because if you hit these bananas, you go back to the start square. I haven't made a mistake yet, so you haven't seen that, but see how difficult these get. Ah, this one's pretty simple. Like I say, they're randomly generated. You can get a good run though where the paths are actually not that difficult, but then you can get a really horrible run where the paths are like unbelievably complicated. It just depends. See, this is 7 by 7. It's starting to get a bit more complicated. Have to concentrate a bit myself here. Oh, see, there's a banana. Took me straight back to the start. Oh, got it. So, and also when you hit a banana, it will take 1 life off your lives remaining count. This one's not too bad. Yeah, that was easy, that one. I think you find when you play this game, it's really good for your memory. You'll get better at it. You'll probably start off quite terrible like I did, and eventually it becomes easier. Though I have forgotten... There's one in there, okay. I was going to say, I have forgotten this one. This one, yeah, there we go. The biggest grid size you can get is 10 by 10, and that can get unbelievably complicated. I like these kind of apps because, you know, they're fun, they're simple, they're a little bit addictive, but in a good way. How are you guys going? Is memorizing it? Do you think you could beat these levels? That one wasn't too bad either, so getting through it, getting closer to 8 by 8. Oh, this one is difficult a bit, isn't it? Okay, this is a hard one, guys. Bugger. Something like this. See, sometimes I find I completely forget it, which just happened just then. So you do have to concentrate when you're playing this. You do have a time limit. If your time runs down, all the way down to 0, you will lose 3 lives, but you will see the path again. So I'm just going to let that tick down because I cannot remember that path. Time up. Here we go. This is really hard, this one. Oh, man, it's very difficult. How are you guys going? Can you get this one? Oh, there we go, got it. Hopefully the next one is easier. Yeah, that's a simple one. That's what I mean by the random generation, because this one's quite easy. But the previous one was very difficult, so... Good, and that'll get us to the 8 by 8 size. Oh, that's not too bad. Sometimes when I find the pattern is mirrored, like this, it makes it a little bit easier. Yeah, it's not too bad either. Like I say, I have been playing this for a long time, so No, my mistake. As levels get more difficult, you do get more time to complete the challenge. And you get more time to actually see or memorize the path. Oh, I don't like that one. That one's hard. I'm on a run. What happened now? I don't remember. Oh, bugger. Oh, kidding me. How's the fun here, guys? How's the fun? There we go. Like I say, this can get 10 by 10 size grid, so you can imagine how complicated that could be. Oh my god. Okay, this is a hard one again. Really got to concentrate. Oh man. I think this is getting to the end of my run, guys. It's been a good run. Got a pretty good score. Don't think I'm going to quite get to 9 by 9, let alone 10 by 10, but it's been a good run. I just don't remember. Do you guys remember? I can't remember. No. I'm going to bow out very shortly, I think. Perhaps you guys can go better than I can go. Oh, it's gonna run out of time on me. Oh. Game over, guys. Game over. So I'll click OK. There's a few other options here. There's an option called Fun Play. So when you are progressing through the new game, as you progress and you get to the next grid size, you incrementally open up these new options, so you can actually play Fun Play. Fun Play is like new game, except there's no lives, so you can just keep, you know, playing on a grid size 6 or a grid size 5 or a grid size 7 as much as you want. You can also have these options here still, but they don't really mean much. Or you can not have those options, so there's no golden monkeys and no rotten banana peels. And the difference is that it's just the same game but without a progress bar, and it can just keep playing. You don't run out of lives, so if you just want to, you know, play a few games but don't really want to, you know, try and get your best score or anything, you can just play this Fun Play, choose your grid size, and, you know, just go at it, essentially. So that's what that's like. What else we got here? There's a tutorial, very basic, tells you a bit about the game. You know, you're essentially trying to move the monkey to the banana to collect it, the magic banana. Some information there for you, and the statistics is pretty good. So that's all the times you've attempted 8. So there's it's split up into 2 things: the Fun Play, which I was just showing you, and the game. It shows you the highest unlocked grid size for Fun Play. So we've actually managed to unlock grid size 8, which you saw because I was on grid size 8. Shows you your average grid size, how many times you win percentage wise, how many magic bananas you actually gathered, how many golden monkeys you discovered. And Fun Play has similar concepts, how often you win them, how many times you've attempted them, etc. So some really good statistics there, and of course your high score. So that's Magic Monkey Maze, guys. Definitely have a go at that game because it's really good for your memory. It's quite a lot of fun. It is simple, but it's sort of fun, and its beauty is in the simplicity. It is an addictive game, and it does have, I think, really good benefits to your memory, because when I started playing that game I was so much worse than I am now, and the game essentially revolves around memory and pattern recognition. So if you like that video, I do plan on making more, so if you could subscribe to my channel, that'd be greatly appreciated, and if you could hit like as well. I'm going to link this app to the Google Play Store, which is available for Android, and it'll work on your phones or your tablets. So subscribe, hit like, and if you could download the app, please, that'd be fantastic. Okay, see you next time, guys. Bye.